the heart of Senegal's vast savanna, where the golden grasses ripple under the caress of the Saharan breeze, tales are spun as vivid as the sunsets. Among the most beloved is the story of the Jackal, a clever trickster revered for his sharp wit and cunning schemes. It is a tale of survival, wit, and wisdom, passed down through generations around flickering fires and moonlit gatherings. This story, The Jackal's Clever Trick, captures not only the essence of Senegalese folklore, but also timeless lessons on the art of outsmarting adversity. Once, in the dry season when waterholes shrank and animals vied for every precious drop, the jackal roamed with his eyes sparkling with mischief. Life in the savannah was not easy for a small predator, especially one who avoided confrontation at all costs. For Jackal, strength did not lie in brawn, but in his quick mind. One morning, Jackal found himself in a precarious situation. Hungry and thirsty, he approached a waterhole, guarded by a pride of lions. Though the water glistened temptingly, the lions' roars were a stern reminder of the consequences of trespassing. "Surely I can outwit these brutes," Jackal muttered to himself. "After all, who needs claws when you have cunning?" Jackal waited patiently, observing the lions as they basked under the sun. His plan began to take shape. Jackal approached the waterhole cautiously, his tail tucked low. From the edge of the clearing, he called out, "Mighty lions, I bring news of great importance." The Lion King lifted his head lazily. "What could you possibly have to tell us, little scavenger?" Jackal bowed dramatically. "I come to warn you of a greater predator, one who seeks to claim this waterhole for himself. If you doubt me, then allow me to fetch proof." The lions exchanged skeptical glances but allowed Jackal to depart. Jackal raced to the nearby forest, devising his next move. The jackal cunningly presents fabricated evidence to the lions, creating the illusion of a lurking predator to claim the waterhole. In the forest, Jackal stumbled upon an old abandoned snare left by hunters. With some effort, he managed to drag it toward the waterhole. Along the way, he scraped the ground, leaving claw marks and tufts of fur to simulate the passage of a fierce predator. Back at the waterhole, Jackal presented his findings. "See these marks? This is the sign of the great beast that prowls the savannah. He plans to return at dusk." The Lion King inspected the scene and growled, his suspicions slowly melting into wariness. "Very well, Jackal. We will leave, but if you are deceiving us, your life will be the price." Jackal nodded solemnly, suppressing a sly grin as the lions reluctantly abandoned the waterhole. With the waterhole now free, Jackal quenched his thirst and helped himself to the carcass the lions had been guarding. His cunning had granted him a feast, but his joy was short-lived. A hyena pack had been lurking nearby, drawn by the scent of the carcass. As Jackal feasted, they crept closer, their laughter echoing ominously. "Look who's helping himself to a royal banquet," sneered the hyena leader. Jackal froze, his mind racing. "Friends, surely you wouldn't begrudge me a small meal. I have, after all, saved this waterhole from a fearsome predator." The hyenas chuckled, unimpressed. "Fearsome predator? There's no predator here, only your lies." Realizing his trickery had been discovered, Jackal concocted another plan on the spot. The jackal confidently faces a circle of skeptical hyenas, using his quick wit to navigate the tense encounter near a carcass. Jackal tilted his head and feigned confusion. "If you don't believe me, then stay and see for yourselves. I'm leaving before nightfall, for that's when the beast returns." The hyenas hesitated, their greed at odds with their fear. Finally, they decided to claim the carcass and leave before dusk. Jackal hid nearby, watching as the hyenas departed. With the waterhole once again his, he resumed his feast, chuckling at his own ingenuity. Days passed and Jackal's escapades continued. Word of his clever tricks spread among the savannah creatures, earning him both admiration and animosity. The lions, however, were not so easily fooled. Their pride had been wounded and they vowed revenge. One evening, as Jackal dozed under a baobab tree, the Lion King and his pride surrounded him. Well, little trickster," the Lion King growled. Did you think you could fool us forever?" Jackal blinked, feigning innocence. "Mighty king, I merely acted in the interest of peace. Surely you wouldn't harm a humble servant of harmony?" The lions advanced, ignoring his pleas. Jackal's heart pounded, but he refused to give up. "Wait!" Jackal cried. "If you spare me, I will reveal a secret that will benefit your pride." The lions paused, intrigued. "Speak quickly, Jackal, or prepare to meet your end." Jackal gestured toward the horizon. "Beyond the hills lies a hidden valley, teeming with game and fresh water. Spare me, and I will guide you there." The Lion King deliberated before nodding. "Lead the way." Jackal led the pride through the night, his mind working furiously. As dawn broke, they reached a narrow gorge. Jackal halted and pointed. "The valley lies just beyond." As the lions surged forward, Jackal slipped into the shadows, disappearing before they realized they had been led astray. The jackal cunningly leads the lions through a narrow gorge at dawn, setting the stage for his clever escape. From that day on, the lions grew wary of Jackal's schemes. Though they sought him many times, he always managed to stay one step ahead. His cunning became a legend, a testament to the power of wit over might. Jackal's cleverness taught the creatures of the savannah an enduring lesson. When faced with challenges, it is not strength but ingenuity that often prevails. The story of the jackal's clever trick reminds us of the timeless wisdom embedded in Senegalese folklore. Through his cunning and resourcefulness, the jackal not only survives but thrives, teaching us that intelligence can triumph over brute force. As the golden savannah continues to whisper its tales, the jackal's legacy endures, inspiring generations to come.